Hi everyone! We are now on Basic I/O. In this video, I'm going to talk about string object, output, and input. Strings is a collection of letters, special characters, spaces, and digits enclosed in single quotes or double quotes. In this example, we have here inside double quotes, we have hello there, and this is a string value, and this one is this value is assigned to the variable name hi. And we concatenate strings in Python using the plus symbol here. So here we concatenate the value that is bound to the variable name hi and the name. This concatenation just puts it's like putting these values together. And here on the third line, we have greeting equals hi plus the space plus name. Take note that the greet variable binds to the value, which is a concatenation of hi and name without any space in between these two, while the greeting variable binds to hi and name with space in between these two values. And we can do several operations on strings, and you can find that in Python documents. And like, for example, the star operator, which repeats a string n number of times. In this example, the name or the value that the variable name binds to is repeated 3 times. All right, and then let's try to look at some examples using our code, using this code, Spider, right? So here, let me comment. Okay, so hi gets, or hi is assigned the value hello there, and so on. Let's try to run this one. You will see that here we have the plus symbol or plus operator. If the operands are strings, it means that we concatenate the strings, or we just put them together. And here you will see that there are parentheses, which means that everything inside the parentheses should be evaluated first before this operand, this star operator is applied. So for strings, the star operator means that this string, whatever inside this parenthesis, is repeated this number of times. So in this example, this is repeated 3 times. Okay, so it's like multiplication, and we are just multiplying the string by an integer. So let me run this one. Let's see what happens. So the first print here, which is greet, the value is, you will see there, hello there, Lynn, because we just put them together without any additional space in between the string variables. And here in greeting, this is the second output to the on the console there. Hello there, Lynn, with additional space. And then the last one, the last print message is here. Okay, so we repeat the space Lynn, space Lynn, another space Lynn, and another space Lynn. So we have 3 Lynns there. Okay, so that's how we manipulate string objects. And then let me just show you this one. Let's say we have here hello. We type here on the shell hello, and we'll see there is out, the word out, and 2 hello. Here, let's try print hello. I would just have to explain this to avoid confusion, and enter there. You'll notice the difference between these two expressions. The first one has the out here in red, and the second one here in line 3, there's just hello. Okay, so this line 2, this actually is just a shell output. This is not shown to the user. Okay, unlike here in line 3, this is an output to the console. So this is something, the output of this one, this line hello, is something that the user will see when the program is run. Here, no. Okay, so do not be confused about this when you try to run simple expressions here on the console. Okay, by the way, if you want to, let's say if you have question, can I put, let's say, hi, and then times 3, is this valid? Let's see. Hi, hi, hi. Okay, but is it possible to multiply it with 3.2? So a float? Let's see. Okay, so you will see there's an error. Therefore, this value the type of this one should be integer. Okay, so if you have questions, you can try it. All right, you can try it. Or will this work? No. Okay, so that's the purpose. Well, that's the use of the console most of the time. Okay. All right, so just remember that only through this print, this print is the only way for you to print out or print output to the console that the user will see, at least for now. Okay. All right, and then let's go back to my slide. In Python, the keyword for output is print. The syntax to output message to console is the keyword print, followed by message inside a pair of parentheses. This message is an object. Let's say we have the following lines of codes. Let's say here x equals 1. So x binds to the value 1. And then when we print x, this displays or print on the console the value 1. Here on the third line, we have strx, which means this is a cast, and this means we convert x, which is an integer, to a string. And that string value is assigned to the variable name x_str. here we present these two print print statements have used different ways show us different ways on how to print mixed objects. So for example, here the first print used the comma. So this comma means we print this string and then comma print the value of this variable x. So and then comma print this string again and so on. Take note that if we use comma, we may print or we may put here in the inside the parenthesis mixed types of objects. So we may have string and then integer. While on the second print statement, we used the plus operator or the concatenation. So since it's concatenation, we have to concatenate string objects only. That's why we have here string plus x underscore str is a string, since we did cast here and assign to xstr and plus string again. So that's the difference between the comma and the star operator. Let's try this on Spider. Let me comment this out. And then let's try this one. Let's run. Okay, so the output is the first line, the first print here is print x, and it's this one. And then next, the second print is print my fave number is, and then x, which is 1, and then there is dot x equals, and then value 1. Notice that if we use the comma, it automatically adds space in between the objects. All right, that's why here after is, there is space before 1. Okay. And then the third print is here, the third print, and the output on the console is this one. Notice the difference between this, oops, after is there is space before 1 because we used comma here, compared to the plus. So plus after 1, there is no space because we use plus. Okay? And then the last print is the plus symbol, which is used for string objects, and then there are no spaces here. Okay? Yeah. Then let's go back to my then input. How do we get input from the user? So input, well, in my opinion, the input algorithm is actually asking something from the user. So the program is asking something from the user. Therefore, somehow the program asks a question from the user, and then the user will answer, and that answer will be something that will be used by the program. So the algorithm for input, this one is a general algorithm. It may be applicable to other languages. So let's have variable. This is where the answer from the user will be stored, and the message is a question that's being asked of the user. The algorithm is ask the user this message, and store the answer in variable. In Python, this is the syntax. Variable equals input, inside parentheses, there's the message. So this input keyword in Python, this prints whatever is in the double quotes, whatever is in here. And the user types in something on the keyboard and hits enter. And then after hitting enter, that value that the user has input, that binds to the variable, this variable. Okay, so let's take a look at some examples. Input gets input, type anything, and then this will print 5x 5-star text. Okay, let's see what's the behavior of this. Let's go to Spider, and then all right, let's run our code. All right, so it's waiting. So the program throws a question to the user, type anything. I want to type, let's say I'm going to type Lynn. Then the output is Lynn, 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 Lynn. Okay? Then type a number, 5. The output is 25. Okay? So let me run this again. And for this part, let's say I'm going to input 4. So you notice that, is this the answer that we are expecting for this part? So it's 5 times text, which is 4. So it's 5 fours. All right. So the reason behind this is that input gives back a string type. All right. So let's go back here. Input gives you a string. So if you want to work with numbers, you have to cast the value you get from input. That's the reason why here we have here int. We cast the value that the program gets from input, we cast it to an integer. Okay, so another way of, let me comment this out, and okay, for you to understand it clearly, this is actually what happens to it. Okay, so it's like having this, okay, and you have here num. Okay, let me finish this one, and if I run this, let's run this, type a number. I'm going to type, let's say 4, and it will output 5 times the integer 4. because here we converted it to integer. Okay, now in the previous example, it's actually somehow shorter if we put it directly here and remove this part. If we run this, we input the value 4, the output is 20. Okay, so that's all good. All right, that ends our discussion for today. So input, output, and try some exercises after this video.